Hi Gemini, welcome to Grateful Empress Tarot. My name is Sonia. I am here today to do a general collective romantic love reading for anyone with the sign of Gemini in your birth chart. Also, if you are a cross watcher who is dealing with a Gemini, you are very welcome here. The thing to know about general readings is that they are not private readings, so they cannot and they will not resonate with every viewer out there. Please take what applies to your situation and leave the rest behind. We are going to begin, as always, by connecting to the white light of the divine through my angel aura crystal. We are going to do this together by taking a nice deep breath in the highest vibration of love, and in that breath we will pull in the Gemini collective. Namaste. Gemini, these readings are always fun for me because my Venus and my Mars are both in Gemini, so I always find that they resonate with me as well. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back, and thank you so much for being a part of my little soul tribe here. I love, value, and appreciate all of you. If you are brand new to my channel and this is your first time here, welcome in. I hope that you enjoy the style of reading that I do. It is a little different from others, but that's what keeps everything fresh and interesting. All of my readings are timeless, so if the title drew you here or if it showed up on your doorstep, there might be something here for you. If we get all the way through this and none of it resonates, please know you can go back into my entire catalog of videos. There will be other Gemini videos there. There will also be all readings for all zodiac signs, so other placements in your birth chart, your rising sign, your Venus sign, your moon, anything else might resonate more. So let's dive in. You're showing up with your theme today as number 11, Queen Bee, and this is paired with confidence. So this has a lot to do with a beautiful energy of Queen Bee. She's very mothering and she's sort of like the earth mother of all. But we're going to read, and then of course, as we always know, these tend to sort of navigate, or they're sort of the overall, I guess, fabric of the story we're going to unpack. Number 11, Queen Bee. She is embodying the energy of strength, growth, and motherhood. Madam Queen Bee is big and strong, yet gentle and mothering. Her skirt is a flower tower, a home for bees that sustain our ecosystem. She gives strength, power, and life to her surroundings. She is Mother Nature. She is responsible for the tulips that send energy into the world, and all that grows to know the beauty of each day. Her children are the children of the earth, and she nurtures us all. Okay. And let's do a little bit about confidence here. Sorry, I don't know Roman numerals, and all of Leah's cards have Roman numerals on them, so gotta go find them in the thing. I'm going to cover that up because YouTube does not appreciate nudity, and there is a little bit of a nipple showing there. So anyway, confidence, it says to rely on oneself and feeling sure of yourself. That quiet inner voice that knows you are capable of fulfilling your dreams is slowly becoming louder, and for good reason. You are called to act on your capabilities and to start showing up for yourself. Being confident is not about being superior to others. In fact, it has nothing to do with others. It's about you, your values, gifts, and inner knowledge. Put aside all the doubts within you and show up in your full glory. It says, I am capable, I am worthy, and I am more than enough. So I feel like this is talking about finding that inner knowing of you are capable of every single thing you want to achieve. And you do have the strength and the growth and your loving energy, your nurturing energy to provide and navigate you through. Your action is number 1. Life is an expression of you, and life is more than existing. So I love this for our theme. I think this is going to be really beautiful as we unpack everything. And of course, as you know, that theme always comes back into play. Let's start over here. This is your energy, how you are showing up and how your person of interest is perceiving you at this current moment in time with them in this connection. Okay. Next up is their energy. How are they showing up towards you and this connection? Please and thank you. Next will be, what is happening for you both? What is the shared space? What are you both experiencing in this connection at this current moment in time? Please and thank you. Lastly, this is how your person truly, authentically feels for you at this current moment in time. Please and thank you. Sorry, if you've never been with me before, you know I don't take, or you won't know, but I don't take flippers unless they are something that my soul just calls out to me about. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, the undercurrent of this reading, we find the Queen of Cups. So this is about loving, empathetic energy, kind, compassionate, the softest, most tenderest, juiciest kind of love, like that very nurturing, the kind of love that you go to when you really need somebody to just love on you. That's the energy that's pushing this reading forward. Okay, how you're showing up at this time with your person of interest, we have the Two of Swords and we have the Ten of Wands. So you're making a decision, a pretty distinct one, about something that feels like a lot of responsibilities, a heavy burden. You're at a crossroads about this. It's something that feels like it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. For those of you that are really old, and this would have been when I was a little kid, I am just now hearing this song in my head. I believe it's by a singer-songwriter named Harry Chapin. And it was talking about 50,000 pounds of smashed bananas. I don't know why that just came into my head. If you've never heard that song before, please go look it up. But it is, I do believe, my mom was in love with singer-songwriters when I was a kid. We had all these records, Simon and Garfunkel, America, definitely Harry Chapin, Jim Croce, people like that. So it's a song, it's talking about 50,000 pounds of smashed bananas. I don't know why that just came in my head, Gemini. Go look that up. You might get a giggle out of it. But whatever this is, you're at a crossroads because something feels heavy to you. Let's get a little bit further. Please clarify Two of Swords, Ten of Wands for me for Gemini's energy, please and thank you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we have the Moon. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces. We have the Sun. You could be dealing with a Leo. We have the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo. And we have the Magician. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini. Oh my God, you have all four major arcana here. Gemini, this has a lot to do with the light and shadow side of yourself. It's talking about you making a decision, having to balance out things that you know will make you happy, things you're still not sure about. This is why you've gone deep, deep, deep within. You did a beautiful, you're working on soul reflecting, really looking at this. And for you, this is, I think, because this situation has felt manipulative. Whatever this is, this heavy burden, I think what you're seeing when you're in this deep reflective state is that you know you want to be happy. You're very confused about why things are the way that they are. That's why you're soul reflecting. And I think it's because you feel like you're being manipulated. This is feeling a tiny bit, if I'm being very honest, if you are dealing with a Taurus, you might want to go watch the Taurus reading because theirs started off this way as well. And I assure you, before every reading, I cleanse our space with Palo Santo. I clear the energy of the decks. I bless and pre-shuffle the cards. And so it's interesting when a repeated theme shows up. I'm always so curious about that because it definitely feels like there's some sort of like maybe you are dealing with a Taurus. If not, just know they had it too. So I think for you, this has felt like you've been very confined in this relationship. It's felt like you've had to, like a four, you have 4 number is corset. So it's like restrictions and having to put on like you have to be somebody in public that is prim and proper and like does all the appropriate things. You've sacrificed a lot. Number 9 cross, like this has been something that's been very hard, and it's been, you've had to put a lot of other people first before you. That's probably why it's felt manipulative. This is talking about a person of water. So this could be a water sign that you're dealing with. And it could be something that has made you feel, this person could be a healer, they are, or you are. They could be a counselor. They could be somebody that people go to for advice. They could be an author, something like that. But yeah, this has been someone, I think, who has expected you to be a certain way. And that's what's manipulative. And that's what makes this feel so heavy to you. I don't necessarily know that I feel like it was that way all the time, though. I'm definitely getting the sense that at some point in time, this might have been presented to you as something completely different. And then once you got involved in this situation, it feels heavy because you're expected to put on a face to the outside world that is not at all what is going on in your own home. Let's jump to their energy. Let's see how they're showing up. Right now we have Knight of Wands and we have Nine of Wands. So this is someone who is here for it, but they also feel like they've kind of been through a battle. Like they themselves are kind of navigating through something where it almost feels like they're afraid of failure, or they're afraid of people seeing through them, I think is what I'm hearing here. Knight of Wands talks about sometimes player energy, but also something that's like galloping forward and sort of being flippant or arrogant almost is what I'm sensing. And I feel like this person is afraid people are going to see through that veneer. Like they're going to call them out for being who they really are. And especially if they're expecting you to be prim and proper or properly gentlemanly or however this is in public, is because they feel that you are an extension of them by way of being their partner is what I'm hearing in my head. This is really weird. This is a really karmic in nature feeling, this lesson that's unfolding here. Let's get more in about this story for Gemini's person, please and thank you. Please further this Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands energy in, okay, in Gemini's person's energy, please and thank you. What is this? What is this doing here? We have Three of Wands. We have Ace of Wands. We have Ace of Cups. And we have the Emperor. So you could be dealing with an Aries. You don't have to be. But there is a lot of Wands. Knight, 9, 3, Ace. This is a lot of fiery energy. Emperor Aries is more fire energy. So this is someone who either is quick to anger, or it's also could be someone who gets charged up about stuff quite a bit. Yeah. I think if I'm being honest, that confidence card talking about basically your dreams and the things you need to know are starting to get louder in your head. And this person, I want to say, they believe that what they're showing the outside world through your partnership is, it's all great. We're confident. We're wonderful. We're strong. We're growing. We're beautiful together. This is someone who, like I said, this is karmic in nature. They feel like they're afraid of getting found out by the general public who they really are. They called out to the universe and said, look, I want this to stay looking away, right? They want this to be like this beautiful, passionate, like to the outside world, they want to portray this as this way, but inside you're being manipulated and you're slowly dying is what I'm sensing. That's what I'm feeling here. This person, I think they like to show the world that, oh, look, we're so in love. Everything is wonderful. We have it all. This could be a business owner. They could be someone who may have a lot of responsibility themselves. They may be in charge of a lot of people, a lot of things. That's why they like to portray things out to the outside world in a certain way. Like they really want everybody to believe that they have it all together and that it's perfect and it's in alignment. I just keep sensing that from this person. Their energy really is like, it's almost like a false mask. Like they want the outside world to believe that things are a way and they aren't, right? Okay, so that's what I'll say. This is number 7, universe, source, infinite, basically a higher perspective. So this is talking a lot about like the universe is trying to get this to be seen and be heard in the right way. Number 1, sword and scales, the truth, due process. Like I said, the universe is trying to show the world who this person really is. And I think you're starting to see who this person really is. I think you understand you've been manipulated into behaving a certain way. And I think the universe is like, we're not doing this. Like, this needs to be cleaned out and cleared up. And this person's got some healing to do. Number 9, checkered flag. It says conclusion, outcome, a final completion, like a verdict. This is the end. So I think once the universe gets the truth about this person out in the open to others, I think I want to say you might want to expect once that happens, whatever happens, that the universe whoosh, takes the veil off and shows everybody who this person really is. I think your friends and family are going to be like, hey, Gemini, we need to help you get away from this person. Okay? What's happening for you both at this current moment in time? We have Page of Pentacles, we have 5 of Pentacles, and we have Knight of Pentacles. So all of this is happening in reality. It's not an idea, it's not an emotion, it's not a thought. It really is the reality of the situation is that for you both, you're both feeling isolated from one another. I think this person can tell you're at a crossroads and that you kind of know their number. Like I think they realize that they're kind of, the jig's almost up is what, I don't know how else to say that. I think that's why they're so afraid of being found out. Like, found out. Oh my God, who I really am. Like the veneer is off. When if they would just own up to who they really are and clear out. So anytime someone is trying to be manipulative, controlling, overbearing, it is because it's founded in fear, ego-based fear that this person has. They are intimidated by you or intimidated by the world, and that is why they try to be like, oh, this is who I really am. That's also why I said I could feel that. They feel that you are an extension of them, and their insecurity or whatever they're feeling that the outside world, they don't want the outside world to see. It's that they're trying to manipulate you to being this like prim, proper lady or man or in the streets, but you're following in line, and because it's based in fear. This person is afraid of so many things, and that's why they are rigid and weird like that. Weird is it's not the wrong word because I just said it, but it's just that energy is so karmic. This person has a lot to learn. I think the reason for both of you is that it's time to have a very real conversation. Like, you can see that he's got a key in his hand right here. The key to this entire situation is to unlock and unpack everything that is, whatever this karmic situation is, to be able to heal it and clear it out, doing it loving and mothering like a queen bee would. But also, queen bees have a lot of worker bees that help support her. They take care of her. They protect her. They provide for her. They sacrifice their own life for her. This person is not doing that. This person is expecting you to do that for them. And in essence, I think it's really causing you to say, hold on a second. Like, it shouldn't be so one-sided. That's why you're at such a crossroads about this. I think this is moving forward in a slow manner. It's taken you a long time to get to this place where you're actively able to see this for what it really is. And I feel like, though, that for you, no matter how long it's taken this to get to you and for you to open up and be like, yeah, this isn't really great. I like that it's grounded in reality. So for you, I think this is going to be a good thing because No one need ever be in a partnership where they're being controlled. You don't need to be controlled. You know who you are. You are who you are. You don't need someone as an adult to tell you what to do. When you're a child, yes, but as an adult, no. And so honestly, I think for you, this very real conversation that's taking its time, that's taking you a long time to get here, it's okay because now you're able to see it for what it really is. For this person, it's probably a very good thing that it's taken a slow time for this to come in, because I think they realize that, like I said, the jig is almost up. And remember that song, 50,000 pounds of smashed bananas. I mean, that's kind of what I foresee in this situation is like, you're going to have this conversation and this person's going to feel like they're sliding everywhere, especially if they are a manipulative person. They're going to be sliding all over the place on, like, if you imagine smushed bananas, if you're trying to walk on them, you wouldn't be getting very far, even if you had like a lot of tread on your shoes. That's going to be slippery. Banana peels are slippery. That's the thing. Like, if you know old cartoons, if someone walks on a banana peel, whoosh, they slip. Like, this is a slippery slope for this person, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's move to your version of this shared space, please and thank you. What is this actually about for Gemini? Like this real conversation that's going to come in from away from isolation, but coming in rather slow. We have Page of Pentacles again. We have Judgment. We have Two of Wands. And we have Two of Swords again. So for you, I think you've got some decisions to make. You need to balance your head with the way that your feelings are, because you're a little bit charged up about this. You really need to find some balance between thoughts and sort of the inspiration for what's causing this whole feeling. I think that this came for you by knowing you want to have a genuine conversation about this. I can hear a seagull outside. I don't live anywhere near a body of water. Nothing. Not an ocean, nothing. I live in Colorado in the United States. I live by mountains. So like literally the fact that I'm hearing a seagull outside, that's very odd. But that's definitely something to pay attention to here. I think the reason you want to have this conversation is that the divine has been kind of whispering in your ear. In those quiet moments when you're about ready to fall asleep at night, that dissatisfaction you're feeling, that heavy burden that you're feeling, and the fact that you're balancing happiness versus the things you don't understand, and then soul reflecting on the fact that you're like, I know I'm being manipulated in this situation. I think for you, this is really asking you to make a decision for your heart, for your soul, for your mind, for everything. I think for you, the divine is not going to let that go, and it's going to continue to pester you a little bit until you make that conversation a reality. Let's see their side of this, please and thank you. What is Gemini's person's side of this shared space of this experience? We have the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. We have the Fool, Aries energy. We have Two of Pentacles. And we have Nine of Cups. How interesting. So their version of this whole thing is that they've been listening to their intuition. Their gut has been saying to them, hold on a second here. You're going to have a very real conversation with your Gemini, because they know what we're doing. Gemini knows what I'm doing. They know, they've heard it from their intuition. They do want to take a leap of faith with you. I think for them, this could be maybe the conversation you have in which you point out some things that you don't really care for. Maybe that will inspire this person to say, I need to make some changes. I think they've been juggling this already. I think that they've been balancing, doing checks and balances, weighing out, like, is it better for me to fall on my sword and slip on those bananas and be vulnerable, or is it better for me to stay over here being this, like, I've got it all figured out? But remember, the universe is going to, like, the truth is going to come out. The universe is orchestrating this for this to no longer be a power dominance game, right? The universe is doing some beautiful work behind the scenes on your behalf, is what I want you to hear. I think the thing that's interesting is here. The biggest wish that this person has is, I think, to have a real conversation with you and to actually, my gut might be saying, lead more towards, how do I make this work? How do I figure this out? How do I clear the energy? How do I become a better person? Because I feel like they're kind of they're at that place where I think that they know that the universe is doing some of this. Like, maybe it's signs and synchronicities that they can't really hide from. Like, if they keep, if you guys have a heated conversation on the phone, and while they're on the phone, they keep seeing the number 11 on like a license plate or on a sign or something, and it happens every time you guys have a heated conversation, I think they're starting to realize, oh, yeah, the universe is doing some things and it's not kind of out of their control, is maybe what I'm sensing here. This says pillory, number 5. This is about humiliation and finding the fault in an abusive situation. And that there really is nowhere to run or nowhere to hide anymore. That's what I was saying. I think they're going to end up falling on their sword and being like, oh my God, I can't believe I behaved this way. Thank you for pointing this out. This has been a repeated pattern for me in other relationships. I'm so sorry. I want to heal and fix it. We have number 3, Black Widow, betrayal, warning. This has been a toxic situation or relationship. Yes, that's what I've been trying to, I said that. This whole situation is karmic, but it can be healed and cleared out if this person is willing to actually own up. I could feel that right from the get-go. This is someone who, they don't want people to see who they really are, but you know who they are, and they know that you do, and I think that's why they're basically all but pooping themselves, is the way I want to say this. Let's see how they feel for you. We have the King of Cups. We have the Emperor again, more Aries energy. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy, and we have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, this comes as no surprise to me whatsoever. This is someone who is stuck up in their head, so afraid of what everyone will think, what everyone will say. Like, it's such an ego-based fear. There is mental sabotage, self-sabotaging, mental entrapment. This person is afraid of what everybody in the whole world will think. Again, we have Emperor energy. This is divine masculine energy, but this is someone who either owns a business, is a father, has a high level of responsibility. Maybe they have to care for family members or something like that, but this person has a way that they like to present themselves to the world, right? And I think we've talked about that at length here in their energy. It's just truthfully that they're so up in their head about how everyone, they're so concerned about how everyone in the world sees them. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. Remember, this is our undercurrent. I'm going to go grab her. Okay? Their energy is sitting in the King of Cups. So they see you as their divine counterpart. Remember, this talked about this could potentially be a person of water. This is water energy right here, and so is the Chariot. This is Cancer energy, which is water energy. So if you are dealing with a Cancer, this does have something to do for you. Gemini, I think the thing for you to know is that this person does love you to the best of what they understand love to be. And I think for them, since they're so worried about the way the outside world sees them and your relationship, I kept saying they see you as an extension of them. The way you behave or are is they see that as this is part of, they are part of me. How my Gemini behaves, it's an extension of me. So it's more, they put so much pressure on you because they're so concerned with the way the outside world sees them. I like this card here because it says that this is going to be successful moving forward and possibly moving past that. Let's get a little bit more here in their feelings for you. I want to see, where is that Chariot card heading? Where is this person envisioning to go in the feelings that they have for you? We have Four of Swords. We have Eight of Cups. We have Five of Pentacles. And we have King of Wands. So I like this. This is talking about, remember, they know the universe is moving things around. This is talking about quietly reflecting, healing, meditating, praying, about walking away from caring about what everybody else thinks, moving forward from that, standing in their power. King of Wands is warm, gregarious, charming, but also acts like, stands in their power, knows who they are, and says, listen, I'm going to walk away from all of this caring about the way the outside world looks and perceives this, because if I continue to stay in that space, I am going to get left behind. I'm going to be left in the dust. Gemini will walk away from me. Family and friends are going to walk away from me. So I need to heal and I need to clear this stuff up so that I can be in a partnership that actually matters and not a betraying karmic energy. I need to vibe a little bit higher so that I can show up for Gemini and myself in the correct way, right? Because this isn't just about you. This is about them showing up in the right way for you and for themselves. Says number 7, eyeglasses. They're going to be assessing and evaluating their options. They're going to be analyzing and seeing everything clearly for the first time in their whole life about their behavior. This does say person of fire. And remember, I said there's a lot of fire energy here. There's Emperor energy is Aries. That's fiery. There's a lot of water here too. So you could be dealing with a water sign or a fire sign. But this is basically, this person could be a teacher. They could be an actor, definitely an entrepreneur, an artist, someone who's in PR, something like that. But I do believe that they are ready to make some changes. I think it's going to come after this very real conversation that you both are going to have, because they know the universe is about to expose them if they don't make some appropriate changes. Let's get some advice from the angels for you about this situation. Please and thank you, angels. What would you say to Gemini about this situation? What advice do you have for them? This says within the next few weeks, there is going to be something better that happens. So don't stop what you're doing, because in the next few weeks, some things are going to be making some nice changes. There is something better coming for you. So don't stop what you've been doing. Whatever this is that you're focused on and you know what's going on, don't stop that. That energy is what's pushing this whole thing forward. It's making this person aware that the universe is sort of working on your behalf to sort of expose them. And it's up to them how they respond. So Gemini, this is where I'm going to leave it. So if this was your story, or if something in here resonated, a sentence, a segment, or the whole thing, please like this video. Drop me a comment to tell me how this resonates and vibes for you. If you know another Gemini that this is their story, share it with them. And also please subscribe to my channel. Our little tribe is growing slowly, but as you continue to interact with the channel and the videos and stuff, it gets our messages out to a higher number of people, and it gets us more into the algorithm. So I definitely want to say thank you for spending a part of your day with me today. It has been my honor and privilege to read for you. I definitely love reading for you guys. You're some of my favorite viewers. I very much appreciate you guys and all the love you give to me. I hope I'm giving it back to you through these readings. I will see you next time. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Gemini. Bye.